So this is a video I'm doing about the battery on the Massimo T-Boss 550. There's a lot of talk about the battery not being very good, and you have to put a battery tender on it and or it won't stay charged. And I did have problems with it when I first got it, about the battery or not wanting to start, and that's when my first thought was I got to put a battery tender on it like everyone says. But it's actually not true, and because one person said that this unit here drains the battery too much, and I got it on right now. I've had it on for several minutes and there's no drain in the battery at all. I got the lights on, I got the radio going, or I got the speakers going. I had problems with mine at first, and I put a battery tender on it and it still would not start. And so what I found out, the battery is actually fine. It's, you know, for this small engine, it's like 300 cold cranking amps, which is plenty for this. My car, which is a 4-cylinder, only has like 600 cranking amps, so 4 times the size of the engine. But what I found is I did some upgrades on mine. What I found to be the problem with mine, and it solved my problem, which is these bolts that they use to secure your leads, your battery leads on. So the ones that came from the factory were like a screw. They had, you know, the Phillips head on this side and a nut on here, and it was like a lock nut, lock nut. But it was a painted bolt, basically. So it's painted, it's not going to conduct the electricity. So I ended up losing one anyway, so I had to replace it. So I ended up replacing both of them with just a regular non-coated bolt. And since I did that, I haven't had any problems with this starting. None whatsoever. It'll start every time, and it doesn't lose voltage. I've never put a battery tender on this. I've had this for a year. Never once put a battery tender on it since I've swapped out those bolts. And I run it in the wintertime. I store it outside in the winter. I put a cover over it, but I store it outside. So I think if you do that, replace those bolts on that, probably won't have a problem with it starting. I don't, so hopefully that helps someone out. And don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see more videos on the T-Boss, more updates I do, check out some of the other videos I made. Thanks.